is the frequency in use.
Well, yes, it is, but thank you for asking.
Yeah, well, there's always somebody with malicious interference out there. This is Kilo 4, Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mt Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or emergency track? Nothing heard. There is an emergency. Please dial 911 first to tell the eager recipient of that call that you've got a problem and explain to them what it is. And if they're not there, call me or call us. Somebody will help you. In some way, they'll help you, believe me. This is, well, you can, anytime you can break into the net for emergencies or some kind of an emergency traffic. For information on this site, you see us right now on YouTube. Just put K4PEW in the search block on YouTube, and you'll find a thing called I always forget what that's called. Premiere, they call it. That's you'll see it come up as that's online right now. And then you can also go to our regular our regular internet site. What is it? www, but it's 146.415.net. 146.415.net. Or you can go to our you can go to our groups.io site, groups.India Oscar, and go in the search. They have a little search block there, and you can look for our net, which is MJSS, which stands for the the Mt Juliet Simplex Society. I always forget because he's a real hero of mine. No, I think it was Michael Jordan. I'm not sure. The net normally meets, or you can email me at k4pew at ARRL.net. Net normally meets, or abnormally meets, at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We've been doing this now for pushing on 7.5 years. By the way, we're doing net number 766. Give you a clue. We're twice a week, and divide that by 2, and you'll get how many weeks we've been doing it. Anyway, we meet every Wednesday and Saturday, and we do it at 146.415 if you happen to be off frequency, but that seems unlikely. Well, you might be. Who knows? Purpose of the net is to have fun. Really, it's no other reason. By having fun, you're going to want to increase your feed line / antenna, how well it works, how expensive it is, how high it is, and so you'll be able to hear better and get out better. And in doing so, in case of an emergency, which we hope you never have, you'll do a great job of serving your family and your neighbors in your community, or just yourself. You'll be able to talk to us, and we'll be able to talk you down as you pass out from freezing to death. Hold on. Let's see. Announcements. I don't really have any announcements other than the 10-meter net tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m., ably handled by Michael, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. That's at 7:30 p.m. on 28.415. We also have, that's the big one, is tomorrow night. Also want to put in a plug for the DMR D-Star and Yaesu Fusion net that we just had it earlier at 7 o'clock on Saturday nights. And I just want to put in a plug for that to make sure everybody remembers to do that. I know a reminder goes out, but we only had about, I don't know how many we had on the D-Star, but we had only 4 on DMR tonight, which I know there's more. We've got about, I think, 16 or 18 people that I know of that either have the capacity or want the capacity. And on D-Star, there were 5 people on. And I know there's more than that. There's about, that I know of, there's at least 20 people in the group, at least on the email list, that have D-Star radio. Anyway, no big thing. And Yaesu Fusion, I think I just mentioned it. There's 5 on Yaesu Fusion. And I know there's a lot more on Yaesu Fusion. But maybe 7 o'clock's a bad time. I don't know, for the nets. But we'll live. No big deal. We may change it to another night. Who knows? Anybody else have any announcements? Or, okay, of course, this weekend is Winter Field Day. You can look at that up on Winter Field Day, or just look up 2022 Winter Field Day. You can see the rules. It's similar to the other field days where you have different designations depending on kind of how many operators, how many stations, or if you're sitting at home and you put down, if it's one operator at home, it's 1H, and you can use a QRP, or you can use battery power, or all kinds of designations. So you guys, most of you are probably familiar with that. But it is fun. There's a lot more people on the air this weekend, at least on HF, I know that. Are there any other announcements I need to be aware of? All righty. Well, we'll just move right along then. We'll be, like I said, we're in net number 766. We'll be starting from the south. Our first group of check-ins will be those short on time. Please come now from any place, anywhere, short on time.
Kilo Juliet Foxtrot.
Kilo November 4. Man, you went too fast for me, actually. KN4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. That's what it is. How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing really good, Paul. How are you, man?
I'm getting along just fine for getting to be an old man.
Yeah, well, you got a way to go yet.
I don't know. I think I'm already past way to go.
You think? Anyway, we appreciate what you do, man. Thank you, Paul.
Very good. That was Rick. He's at Ashland City, and well, he's near Ashland City. It's an undisclosed location for legal reasons that we won't discuss on the air. And his call is Kilo November 4, and I can't tell you the rest of it, but it's probably Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Who else is short on time?
KO4 HSD, David in Bellevue.
Hey, David, we'll get you straightened out on that DMR stuff because we're not straightened out, but we'll help you get unstraightened out.
Yeah, actually, I think it's an antenna, maybe limitation on that. But tonight you're coming in probably 40 to 50 over on me tonight. So you're coming in a lot better. Usually you're, around 10 over and stuff, but you're pushing it on me tonight.
Yeah, the breeze must be going in both directions because you're 40 over to me tonight.
Yeah, that's I'm not usually that high on your end.
No, it's kind of interesting how, well, if I knew the answers to that, I don't know what I'd be. Probably the head of the FCC or something.
Yeah, that is true. Appreciate you doing that, Paul.
Very good. That's David in Bellevue, Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Sierra Delta. Who else is short on time? Anybody else short on time? Do we have anybody first time check-ins? You don't have to show up now, but is anybody short? Anybody first time check-in? Don't want to embarrass anybody.
Whiskey 4 Delta Mike, Whiskey Portable, Nolensville.
Ah, Nolensville. What's the first name there? I heard Whiskey 4 Delta Mike Whiskey.
Your name is Larry. We're portable, and we're normally in Alabama. And always if you get into it, you can provide an antenna here. Restricted zone, but sounding good over here.
Ah, very good, Larry. Are you out on a field day location?
Negative. I'm just with my grandkids this weekend, and I signed up on your list, I think, last week. And so that's if I can hear you and check in tonight.
Oh yeah, you're doing fine. I can hear you just fine. The signal's a little low, but I have, I can hear you full copy.
Very good. Have a good night, and I'll listen for you in Alabama tonight. Take care. 7-3. Delta 4 D.
Very good. That's Larry. He's in Nolensville, Whiskey 4 Delta Mike Whiskey, a newer list on our mailing list. So he wanted to check in tonight, spending time with his grandkids. Anybody else first time check-ins or anybody with their grandkids? All righty, then we'll go ahead and start taking people from the south. Please come down.
W4 EBS.
All right, I got you in there, Eddie. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, and I heard Larry in Nolensville. He was full scale here too. That's pretty good for a 5-watt portable.
Oh yeah, he was doing great. By the way, I need you to send a picture of yourself to me, like as you can take today, like a selfie, because I haven't seen you in so long, I might not recognize you.
Well, a lot of people feel the same way, probably. We just been staying at home a lot. Everybody's doing okay, and thanks for doing the net tonight.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for the kind words, Eddie. That's Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray in Gladeville. It's funny. I was watching. I don't usually watch the news, but I happened to catch a piece on the news feed on the internet, and obviously they found something to do in Philadelphia this year. They've had over 100 carjackings just this month, so they found something extra to do.
Yeah, it's crime is getting worse all the time. I'll tell you that.
Well, you got to remember now. Think about, you and I are just about the same age. So when you were in high school, population of the United States was around 160 or 70 million. Now it's 330 million. So we got at least twice as many criminals out there.
wasn't much crime during our time. The only one I remember in Woodbine was Clayton Beach, and he was going around steal cars and stuff like that. And that was a big name, you know. And then uh, there was a shooting one time. There just wasn't much going on for 160 million people, you know.
No, you're right. In fact, the demographics of crime changed after the 50s and 60s. Most of the people in jails and prisons in the 50s and 60s were things like the typical domestic violence, which there was less of because police tended to turn a blind eye to domestic violence. But there was most of them were robbery, burglary, and break-ins, and you know but they weren't. Now something like 50% or better are drug related. So you can kind of do the math why we got so many problems.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, you had your bootleggers back then. But, uh, who knows? Crime has really gone up. All I say is be careful.
Well, you know, it's funny when you mention the bootleggers. The bootleggers during Prohibition were actually a lot of sheriffs were not even bothered to look for bootleggers because some of them were taking money, but some of them just saw it as a waste of time chasing after people who wanted to drink alcohol.
Yeah, very true. My dad did that, and I guess that's why none of us, me or my three brothers, drank. But he didn't drink either. He just sold.
He was an evangelist, but not a believer. Well, very good, Eddie. That's again Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray England. Who else is south?
K4, K2.
Hey, Tony, I hear you loud and clear. You got no beep.
Well, I've gone old school.
Oh, very good. I know that you didn't pick up any more things today, did you, out there on the road?
No, actually, no. No, we had a neighborhood cleanup scheduled for today, and I got so many messages from my neighbors who apparently spend a lot of time watching the Weather Channel that it was going to be below 20 degrees. That, okay, I got the message. All right, we'll schedule it for another day. So that's what we did.
Well, it's going to warm up in the next couple, 3 days from what I remember seeing on the thing. Well, again, yeah, a lot of people aren't going to want to be out there in really cold weather. I understand, below freezing. I get it.
Well, yeah, I understand it too. But and people always ask, well, why don't you do it on this day or this day? Well, if I do it during the week, people work, and I understand there are still people that do work, so I try to respect that, and I can't really do it on a Sunday for people go to church, people watch football games, plus the dump where we have to offload it because I don't want to store the stuff. We'll only take what they call kitchen trash on Sunday. So it kind of has to be on a Saturday.
Oh, I got you. I got you. If you get all of the Boy Scout and Girl Scout troops together, and I think they'd tire of it quicker than you have.
Yeah, but it was funny. I was in the store the other day, and this guy walked up next to me and looked at me. I had no idea who this guy was. I thought, well, you're a little strange. He says, "You must be Tony." I looked at him kind of like, well, yeah. He says, "You're the guy that works so hard and keep the neighborhood good." And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it. Yeah, all right, we're good. And he said, "Well, I really want to thank you for all you do for the neighborhood." And I went, "Okay, well, thank you." And he moseyed on down the aisle.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, again, I'm pretty sure you're not doing it for the accolades or the cash.
Yeah, definitely not the cash. Yeah, I'm running a deficit on that. And no, I've said it from the beginning. I want this to bring everybody together and to make it a neighborhood. And we're starting to see some of that. People are starting to take some pride. The 1-800 trash reporting hotline that TDOT has set up has started. People are starting to give it a little business, and so the dumpers beware because we've got lots of people that are real sensitive to the subject,
don't get that. I mean, I never have gotten that issue, as we've discussed, that people would just routinely throw a cup out the window. And I guess it seems to them to be a minor thing. I think I told you that story of with a guy. He had 2 degrees from a major university, and he was an assistant administrator at a hospital I worked at. And he just going down the road, he throws out. I don't remember now. It was just a cup or it was a whole bag, like a McDonald's bag. He threw it out the window. Hey, why'd you do that? Oh, somebody will pick it up. I'm thinking, yes. So can't you just take it home and put it in the trash?
Yeah, but it's a choice. Uh, that's all I got to say. And I've decided in a lot of cases it's just how these people, it's what they're used to. It's how they were raised. And in their mind, the little switch in the brain that goes, "This is wrong," hasn't been flipped.
Yeah, I guess the answer to that thing would be I should have just not said anything. And then I knew where he lived. I've been over his home. Just throw some trash in his front yard and see how well he liked
Yeah, that's been suggested. We need to move on.
it. Well, very good. That's Tony. He's in Smyrna, a uh, public public assistance advocate. No, he's been out there trying to keep the neighborhood clean and rounding up people through the social media in his particular area to stop people from trashing up the roads that aren't monitored very well. They just become dump sites, and it's not pretty. Never is. Anyway, that's Tony Kilo Foxtrot 4 Kilo Foxtrot Quebec in Smyrna. Who else is south?
Bravo 5, Echo Charlie, Yankee, Bill.
Hey, Bill, hold on 1 second. We just had a double there. How you doing there, Larry?
Another exciting day in paradise. Didn't do a whole lot today. Too chilly to be outside. Stayed in most of the day. And yeah, talking about the trash, I've just never seen anything like it. There's lots of trash, and I'm not far from that dump here, so I assume the bulk of the trash is everybody going to the dump. Stuff goes flying out the back of their trucks or the dump trucks. They don't pick it up. I was looking the other day, and I mean, I'm right off a main road going to that dump, and I mean, my whole technically it's county property, but right next to my property, and it's just loaded with trash. Every vehicle goes by and it goes flying out the back, and then the wind blows and piles it up there, and you would think that I was probably in Section 8 housing.
Yeah, no.
I tell you what I thought about doing. I thought about just setting it on fire and burning it out of there.
Well, you're right. I think there is things that fly off of trash trucks and people's pickup trucks, if that's how they're calling it, and they don't even notice it, so they don't know enough to pick it up. I think that's part of it. But there's obviously things that Tony's seen in his area that, I mean, a toilet just doesn't fall off the back of somebody's pickup truck.
Yeah, well, there's on 24, there's a couch on the shoulder of the road. I'm sure somebody noticed that falling out. And then right there on Jefferson Pike, there's another couch on the shoulder of the road that showed up about a week ago. I'm sure somebody noticed that falling out the back of their truck too. They're both still sitting there, and then what I see a lot of is like just a whole trash bag, and that fell out the back of somebody's pickup going to the dump. And then once the lawnmower hits it, it gets thrown all over the place.
Yeah, well, it's hard for trash bags to fly out because usually they're heavy enough to just sit in the back of a pickup truck. So I know what you're saying. It is annoying, but it'll never end. It just won't. I'm afraid it will never end because I even, and I live in a dead end street, and I pick up trash from my yard, but not very often. Something I don't know where it comes from, but a paper plate or somebody's beer can or a coffee cup or like a McDonald's cup. It's never ending.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. Just checking in and sit back, copy the mail. It should be warm and sunny tomorrow, so we'll see what happens.
Very good. That was Larry, Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor in the Walter Hill area. Bill, I heard you at KM4, November Yankee. You doing well?
Doing just excellent.
Well, actually, that sounds fantastic. That's it's an encouragement to others.
Well, I hope so. I mean, maybe I look more toward the positive side than negative side.
Oh, I think it is. Well, like when I worked in sales, and I called on people, and they'd say, "How you doing?" There was days I didn't really feel great, but it didn't have really anything to do with what I felt like, whether I was tired or not tired. But I'm not going to tell you, oh, I'm kind of tired and I wish I was home instead of talking to you, but I wouldn't do that.
Well, I wouldn't either.
No, I just left it with, I'm doing really great. I'm doing fine. And, just how are you doing? Just because it's not about, well, like here, it's really not about me. And when I was in sales, it wasn't about me either.
Yeah. Well, I better roll on out of here and let you talk to somebody else. Kilo M4 and NYLB going.
Very good. There's Bill, Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee, and he is in Murfreesboro. Who else is south?
Comment Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Yeah, hold on, Larry. What's the comment, Mike?
Conditions must be really good tonight because I can hear Bill in Murfreesboro.
Oh, awesome. Conditions are good then. And there's something going on because, like, I heard that earlier comment about my signal being so big, and then Greg's being so good. Not Greg, but who was it? David over in Bellevue saying that was a big signal to him as well. Anyway, very good. How you doing, Larry? How'd that net go on? How many people were on the D-Star?
Well, we had 5 that checked in tonight.
Excellent. Well, like I said, I expect that to pick up over time. I think you had 4 or 5 last time, didn't you? Or 6?
Yeah, it was 5 or 6. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not critical. Like I said, the numbers aren't so much important. I just like to see, the increased activity for those that are interested, of course. We don't want anybody forced into it. But anyway, anything else for the net?
Oh, man, I'm good. We'll let you get on with it. KE4SYB.
Very good. That's Larry. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is south?
KM410, Tom in Rockwell.
Hey, very good, Tom. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing real good. Real good. I want to say hello to my neighbor Larry right down the street. And he's 60 over plus as always. I guess that's easy to understand. Had a real good day. And yesterday we got to keep our little almost 7-month-old grandson. And he's growing like a weed and starting to get into everything. And we're loving that. And I'm sympathetic with the trash discussion. I think at least 3 or 4 times a week I'm in my front yard picking up trash, and I'm on a side street that's kind of off the beaten path, and I still got all that going on. And let's see, got to check into the D-Star Net tonight, and Paul, it's thanks to you because I heard your reminder on, I guess it was on this frequency, right, that the net was going on. I had forgotten all about it, and I wouldn't have made it if I hadn't heard your reminder. So there you go. That's about all I got. Hello to everyone on the net. I'm hearing almost everybody tonight. So yeah, conditions are good out here in southwest Rutherford County. KM410.
Yeah, very good. Tom with a great signal. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Yeah, we all have a trash problem, more or less. I got a trash problem in my house. I got to keep myself picked up. You notice I don't show pictures of my shack. Anyway, that's Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike in Rockville. Who else is south?
Can4BCAT.
Hey, how are you doing, Andrew?
Doing fantastic. We just got done after spending the afternoon out in the field for field day.
Oh, excellent. Where did you guys do that?
Smyrna with Stones River.
Oh, whereabouts did they do?
Over by the Smyrna airport at one of the parks over there.
Oh, neat. Did it go well?
Absolutely. Had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations set up. Nice group of people, bunch of chili, a lot of food, and good conversation. It was a fantastic afternoon.
Yeah, it sounds great. They have any big antennas set up?
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing everything. 80 meters through 7 or not 17. I know we were 80 through 20, but had the ability to do some more.
Oh, that's cool. How many people were there? It must have been more than a few.
Yeah, I would say there were a good dozen people there throughout the day.
Cool. Were they going to operate? Excuse me. Were they going to operate tomorrow as well?
Yeah, they're camped out through the night, so it's going to be the full 24 hours.
Well, it's going to be a cold night for them.
Yeah, fortunately, they have a lot of campers with the heat and generators going, so
They're not outside freezing like little popsicles, but nice setup that they have, and it's just the good old school traditional field day camaraderie and just having fun.
Oh yeah, well, plus you get to see, not only do you get to see the people, but you get to see everybody else's radios and their setups, and you get to glean a little knowledge along the way.
Absolutely, another activity for me to get out and enjoy with the boys. They had a blast, and they were killing it on the bands and making some good QSOs.
Excellent. Well, very good, Andrew. Anything else for the net?
No, sir. We're gonna just get ready and try and do some more work tomorrow for field day.
Very good. That was Andrew, and he is in. Let's see if I got it right. Brentwood, KN4VKX. I did get it right that time, didn't I?
Sure did. I was waiting for the Bellevue.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that's the first, for some reason, don't know why. Maybe I don't think I have any more familiarity with Bellevue, but that's the first word that always comes up on that area, to that with that B word. Anyway, he's in Brentwood. Kilo November 4 Victor Kilo X-ray. Who else is south?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Kansas, Smyrna.
Hey, did you work any of the field day today?
I did. 1H. I did several contacts. I mean, not a big amount, but yeah, I did several 1H contacts.
Cool. Did you do any on CW?
I did. That was mostly what I was doing was CW.
Oh, neat. Was there a lot of, I didn't look on the CW side. Was there a lot of activity there?
Wall to wall, you had to find a spot or catch somebody when they bailed out or squeeze in between two signals. Well, yeah, it was covered up.
Awesome. Well, anytime there's a contest or like a field day, it's usually like that anyway.
Yes, sir. But it was fun. I got, I don't know, 60, 70 contacts, something like that.
Oh, cool. I think I may have mentioned before, but I remember I had a guy he'd never been in a field day before, and he's sitting on one of the stations, and we had 4 or 5 stations set up on the field day. And he says, "There's no room." I go, "No, you don't even understand. You make room. You just get in between 2 other people and start transmitting."
Absolutely. Well, to CW, a lot of the guys they would transmit, call CQ, nobody would answer, and then I would just squeeze in beside them, call CQ, and get some response. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it can be annoying though. It can be annoying on a busy field.
Yep, but that's good. Paul, thank you for doing the net. I'll say 73 to you guys, and you can move on to somebody else. Hope everybody's hearing everybody else as strong as I am today. Have a good evening. Talk to you later. 73 WV4D.
Very good. And again, quickly, your COVID cleared up all right?
I got a test first thing in the morning to see if it's totally clear. So we'll see.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you were already going to have that like yesterday or today. Anyway, that's Ken, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta in Smyrna. Who else south? Nobody else south? South or west? Or south or east, excuse me.
Kilo India 4, Sierra India Bravo.
Hello, Richard. How you doing? How'd that field day work out today?
We're still here and still at it. We won't quit till tomorrow sometime, but everybody's doing well. I want to check in KK4WU, KB9RKK, and KU4RBQ.
Oh, very good. You're going to have to send confirmation selfies.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as KK4WU, he's going to have to send me his own selfie because I don't know what he looks like anymore either.
I'll remind him of that.
Well, very good. I mean, if things are going good, though.
Oh, yeah, we're having a ball. We've got 2 operators up there going at it hard and heavy.
Cool. Well, very good. And you guys are doing that over, I forgot where you said you were going to be. Where were you?
We're at the fairgrounds up here on the back right-hand corner of the property.
Oh, okay. Very good. Well, very good. Well, I'm going to check you guys in. That's KI4SIB, and that's, of course, Richard. And then we got KK4WU, and that's Bill, and they're at the field day, by the way. And then KB and Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo, which is Frank, and they're all over in their field day over at the convention center, over at the dang, the thing over there in the, I'll think of it in a second. I can't think of the right term. What do we call it again?
The fairgrounds, and don't forget KB4RBQ, Brent.
Oh, RBQ. Okay, very good. KB4RBQ, Brent. Okay, got that. Kilo Bravo 4 Romeo Victor, Quebec, isn't it?
Absolutely. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate what you're doing. Take care and everybody on the net.
Very good. You guys have a good time over there in field day. Hopefully some others will be looking for you out there. Yeah, at least on the air, other than, the sheriff's deputy. Who else is south or east? Hey, Earl, hold on one second. James beats to it. James, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Playing with the computers and all that.
Yeah. Like I told you, I used to call it computer wrestling.
Well, I wrestle with it all right.
No, it is. I used to, because I didn't, some of it, if you're not doing that every day, you're trying to get to the root of a problem or get something working. You're not exactly sure what you're doing. So that's why it was also a constant little battle going on between me and the computer.
You've been watching me, haven't you?
Yeah, I know. I had one as a complete failure. It's sitting on the garage right now, and I never did get it operating, and it's still sitting out there staring at me.
Got mine all over this, well, I call my computer room. It's just a little tables and several of them.
Yeah, I got you. But everything else going well on a nice cool day?
Yeah, cold and wet.
Yeah, and it's only gonna. We're supposed to get a whole bunch of rain later next week.
Well, I had to go out in the cold rain every once in a while to go check the mail and stuff like that.
Oh, I got it. Well, very good. Anything else for the net there, James?
Don't know of anything.
All right. Well, say hello to your family. That was James, Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, and he's here in Mt Juliet. Earl, I heard you in there. How you doing?
Hey, doing pretty well there, Paul. Just getting my effort to catch up with my intentions over here. And sounds like daggone Mr. Ken over there's got rid of that old daggone donated test point radio into the place, and he got his new one back. But yeah, things are going kind of slow, but as they say in some circles, steady as she goes, even if it is slow. So, but anyway, 7-3 out there. Hope everyone stays warm, and daggone best regards to everyone, and have a good rest of the weekend. This is K4DEZ 7-3.
Yep, K4PEW. That's what always cracked me up when you tend to think of things that, like for instance, like when I was on a Navy ship, and those Navy ships, when they're transiting over long distances, they're not moving very quickly. They're moving at, approximately 17 miles an hour, maybe, sometimes a little less. And because it's, when you're operating 24 hours a day, you're still putting a few hundred miles a day on the odometer, but it's just funny how slow it seems, because you'll spend 5 and 6 days between ports crossing the ocean.
Yeah, it's that there 200-foot walk up the hill from the back door to the shed door that carry anywhere between 20 to 60 pounds at once. It's that's a breath taker.
Oh yeah, well, it all is, especially as you get older. Anyway, that's Earl. He's in Noreen, just east of the Cedars of Lebanon Park. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Who else is east? KE4TWI, really scratchy from inside the townhouse. You're doing fine. Everything else good?
Yeah, I think get out there quickly. KE4TWI.
Very good. That's Wes in Lebanon. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Who else is east?
Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa. Michael from Lebanon. KE4TYJ.
Hold on there a second. I think I heard, yeah, I heard Jimmy in there. Hold on one second. But I heard Michael in there. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa in Lebanon.
That's me. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. You got that nice little beep on that radio, like I have now on my other radio on the excuse me, the Alinco has that same little tone.
I think I'm going to start using it as just a signature so everybody knows who I am.
Well, like I said, I have it as well, and for some reason, which radio is that again? Tell me.
That's an A-tone D578.
Yeah, it's digital and on analog, right?
That's correct. It's got DMR and dual band.
Yeah, see, I've got the Alinco, which is, I think, if they're not manufactured by the same people, they use the same design because it used exactly the same. It's got the same everything about the features and functionality. And it also has that tone that comes along with it in analog.
You know, the other time I've heard that tone or somebody said something about that tone is when I went through my open spot and went over to Fusion. They said there was a tone at the end of my transmission there. That's between you and that Fusion when it's the only thing I've had that problem.
Oh, that's funny. But now on the Fusion, though, you're still using the TYT for that?
Right. What I'm doing, I'm going through the Anytone and then I'm doing a translation on the open spot 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said Fusion. Yeah, you're using the Anytone. Yeah, I guess that would. I don't know. I don't understand why the tone. I got to research that to find out why they do that. If there's some technical reason they can't get rid of it, because I'm not saying it's annoying. I just wonder why it's there.
I don't get it either, but I would like to tell you, at least I'm well known about it. So you're the only one that ever mentions it, but I'm glad I got it. Glad I'm hearing somebody hears it anyway.
Oh yeah, no, well, you probably noticed. I purposefully mention anything I hear as an irregularity. You know, if there's a lot of noise or if there's anything that's, you know, that the operator may not be aware of. And I appreciate it when people tell me, I say, well, I hear some electrical noise in there, and I say, oh yeah, I got the fluorescent light on again, you know.
No, that's exactly what I want to hear too. I mean, it's like the person that won't tell you that you get the food in between your teeth. You want to know about it just in case. So I appreciate anybody that lets me know what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of funny when you mention that, because I know I've been in situations, and I can't tell you which ones they are right at the moment. I'll have to think about them. But you know, somebody will, you know, you'll go through something with somewhere where there's all kinds of people around, and then you go into the bathroom and you look in the mirror and you go, how come somebody never mentioned that thing hanging on my nose?
There you go. That's what you got a wife for. She'll always tell you what's wrong.
Yeah, she'll just call me a rube.
That's the truth there. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Appreciate it. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, very good, Michael. That's Michael in Lebanon, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Jimmy, how you doing down there?
Oh, KE4TYJ with K4PW and the rest of that. I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad of a day. It was a little chilly this morning. Had a little dusting of snow. But other than that, a lot better than the snow accumulation of a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Well, did you have to work today? Because somebody was looking for you earlier today, and I said, well, he might be working.
No, sir, I did not have to work today. They didn't ask me to work today, and I took the opportunity. I was on the radio earlier in the evening, or in the morning, excuse me, I'm sorry, in the morning. And then I kind of just, you know, stayed downstairs and really didn't, I took a nap.
Did you work any field day today?
No, I checked in with some guys that live on the coast of New Jersey on 40 meters to see how they were doing, and by 8:30 our time this morning, one guy had 2 feet of snow in still counting, and the other guy only had like 15 or 17 inches and still counting. But that was 8:30 in the morning, and yeah, they were. That's about all the ham radio. I stayed away from it because of winter field day. I wasn't in the mood.
Oh, I hear you. It can get, like I said, it's more of a competitive nature, and I tend not to do that on the radio. I'd rather talk to somebody than say, hey, hi, goodbye, you know.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, I've done field day and I've done other contests too, and they're fun in their own way. But I just wasn't mentally prepared for any contesting this weekend at all.
I hear you, but everything else is going good with the wife and the mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, we got the spotted glass-eyed demon of a dog. So we're having a blast.
The dog getting pretty good?
Well, yeah, she's 13 weeks old tomorrow, and growing like a weed. And she has her moments, but yeah, it's a work in progress. So yeah, she's doing pretty well.
Yeah, but young dogs can be quite entertaining and hilarious when they're not causing problems.
Yeah, she is. But when you get one of these dogs, they're super athletic and super high energy, and it's a treat sometimes. We had quite a good time with the hula hoop today.
What was she possibly do with the hula hoop?
For the first 5 or 10 minutes, she was petrified of it, and then she figured that she could bite it and it wouldn't hurt her. And I would roll it out there across the yard. She would actually grab it before it, fell over, hit the ground, and run around with it and bring it back to me.
Oh, that's funny. So the next question is, what the heck are you doing with a hula hoop?
I had grandchildren.
That's a good excuse. I like it.
It's the truth. My butt can't hula hoop.
Now, I remember buying one back in around, I was in grade school, so they had to be prior to 1960 or so. So yeah, I remember that buying that, it was a big treat, and then I gave it up after about 2 days.
Well, when you get granddaughters show up, they, the big plastic sunglasses and hula hoops that light up, and all the little girly stuff for 7 and 8-year-olds. So and when they go home, they want to leave it here at Grandpa's house, so they have it next time they show up.
Oh yeah, that's great. I'm glad you're having fun with her, and I'm glad she's having fun. That's Jimmy, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet in Woodbury. Who else is east? East or north? East or north?
November 8, November Hotel Tango.
Hello, Hayes. How are you?
Pretty good. Just sitting outside in my truck and kind of thinking it's about time to get an antenna up.
Yeah, you're sitting out there. Well, you leave the truck running, I hope.
No, I don't. I don't want to waste the gas. So I just sit here and freeze. And that's 30 years ago. That's the way I started on the CB or whatever. Probably actually a little earlier than that, but now I'm kind of back to square one again. But one of these days, I'll have a better setup.
Oh yeah, no, that's well, that's one of the things that Simplex does to you. It makes you want to do a little better, whether that's just getting up a nice antenna and stuff in the air or whatever.
Yep, all in time, and hey, I don't mind stepping out of the comfort and freezing a little bit. I just, and it's especially not bad when it's a nice night. It's not bad sitting outside like that.
Yeah, I hear you. So anything else for the net tonight? Hey, well, you didn't do anything on HF yet, did you? You didn't get a radio yet.
No, and I appreciate whoever that was the last time I was on that tipped me off on that ICOM 718. But somebody just hit him up right before I did. He said I was second in line, and the other guy went ahead and grabbed it. But yeah, I think the 718 probably my first choice. It'd be just about perfect for what I want. I don't need any of the bells and whistles or anything. So we'll see. It'll happen one of these times. N8 NHT.
Yeah, very good. That was Hayes in Hendersonville, November 8th, November Hotel Tango, and he's sitting in his car, so he's mobile. Who else is east or north? North, south, east, or west? Please come in.
KM4YRF. Mike, and you know where?
Yeah, I do know where. Yeah, you're in the western region. How you doing, Mike?
Oh, I'm doing good. I didn't do much today. I just took it easy. It was my first week back at work, and it kind of wore me out. And so it's been a lazy day for me. Didn't do anything on HF at all.
I'm telling you, you need to get on that bicycle.
Well, I do every chance I get, and I should have been on it today for a long time, but it just didn't work out.
No, I know. Did you ever figure out if you could make that a little stiffer on the, on the running?
Oh yeah, you can.
No, I know it did. I just didn't know if you could make it tighter than it was.
Oh yeah, you can make it a little looser or a little tighter.
All right, very good. I got you. All right, I'm glad you're making use of it. Anything else for the net?
No, that's all.
Yeah, appreciate you doing the Yaesu Fusion net tonight, as well as tomorrow night's 10 meter mid 10 28.415 net.
Okay, and remember my new phrase. It pays to check in on the mid-10 phone net.
Just doesn't pay much.
You can't make a living with it.
No, you can't. No, but it's all fun. That's the beauty of it. Anyway, that's Michael, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is any place anywhere? North? Anybody else north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul North Mount Juliet.
Oh, Paul, I haven't seen you in so long. I think it was last I saw it was Field Day, not Field Day, but Hamfest over in Lebanon.
Yeah, wait for another nice day like that.
Oh, I wish. Because we're still several months away from a Hamfest, I think, locally.
Oh, we need to fix that.
Well, there'll be, I forget when, I think it's July and August are the months that, for instance, for Huntsville and for the one over in Lebanon. So it's a ways away.
Yeah, when did you say the Huntsville one happened?
I want to say it's August, but I could be wrong about that.
All right, that's a ways away. Yeah, all right. No, it'd be nice to do something in a winter like that, get out of the house. But yeah, I don't know. Work is, things are starting to slowly pick up here in the entertainment industry, so that's good. It's keeping me busy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I'm hoping there's a lot of people especially the people who are musicians. I'm guessing most of them have a backup job.
It's hard to say. There's a lot of guys, if you're smart, you can do sessions and other things, if you're, I don't say smart, but like in the know, in the loop or whatever. There's things that they can do to stay busy. For me, the TV side of things kept rolling, so that's kept me sort of busy. But now everybody's gearing up for spring, so a lot of productions are planning and designing and building, and hopefully going to hit the road here in a month or two.
Yeah. I have a distant cousin I have two actually that work as sound engineers in the entertainment industry, and they're always on the road.
Yeah, I did that for about 5 years. They're touring pretty extensively. It was good. When you're young, it's really good. Once you get married and have kids, it gets it gets harder, and I turned into more of the project management role, and gets me home a little more. So, well, sometimes.
Yeah, then you got to hang around with all the people in the entertainment business too.
Yeah, I try to hide from most people.
Very good. Anything else for the net there, Paul?
No, just whatever. Another cold night here. I think tomorrow's supposed to be nice, so I'm gonna try to get out and maybe fire up the grill. So looking forward to that.
Cool. By the way, I just looked it up. August 20th and 21st is the Huntsville Hamfest.
Okay, as close as we are, I have no excuse to have not made it to that yet. So I'm definitely trying to get that one on the list.
Oh no, that's I don't know what's bigger besides Dayton or I've been to the one in Florida, at the one in Orlando area. That's a pretty big one, but the one in Huntsville is very nice because it's all indoor or predominantly indoor. I don't remember if any being outdoor, but no, that's a great Hamfest when everybody shows up. This past year, I don't even know when it was. It was past August, whatever it was lightly attended due to COVID. So there was a lot of vendors were missing.
Yeah, well, hopefully this next year things will come around. I don't know. Like I said, it seems like most people are starting to plan to kind of have a more normal year next year, or this year, I should say. So we're hopefully all the other events kind of follow.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, that's a nice announcement. August 21st and 22nd, Huntsville Hamfest, and it is a nice Hamfest. It really is. The times besides the COVID years, all the major vendors, ICOM and Yaesu and Malenko and Kenwood, they're all there. And they all got nice booths, and it's really a lot of fun. And plus all the other guys. I mean, there's a bunch of other vendors in there, so it's kind of neat. And all the indoor tables for all the other, looking at all the old trash. Anyway, that's Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul here in Mount Juliet. Is anybody else anyplace anywhere?
Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor.
Hey Terry, you're gonna have to send me a picture so I know what you look like.
Oh, that's right. I have been. I tell you, I've just been sleepy. I've been tired. I've been doing things, and I mean, I don't even know what all's going on. But anyway, sorry for being AWOL so long.
Oh no, it's not. No, I'm just saying that because of the, I'll just say that travel restrictions we are self-imposed, usually due to the COVID issues, and because there's no ham fest, hardly any, and so that there's not a lot of people gathering for things. So I haven't seen you in a while. So that's why I said that. You need to send a picture so I'll recognize you when you show up again.
I understand. I understand. But anyway, I'm glad I was able to catch you at the last moments or whatever you got left here, and check in for you tonight. And I do miss being able to participate as much as I used to, but will try to get better for sure. Just had a whole lot going on here lately. I've had a couple of appliances go out and things, and this, that, and other had to do over the weekends and stuff, and just a lot of different things. I don't know, but anyway, too much to talk about later on that. But anyway, hello to everyone, and hope everybody's having a good weekend. And 73 to everybody. Hope everybody's good and healthy. Carry on there, Paul. KN4MPV.
Yeah, very good. That was Terry. He's in Murfreesboro. Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor. Now, there's no, we don't shame anybody for not being here, and we don't make fun of. We do it behind your back, but we don't do it here on the air. Anyway, who else? Who else is any place anywhere?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack still in Donaldson.
Oh man, you changed your name. That's Jack still in Donaldson. Okay, everything going well, Jack?
Going great. Didn't get home in time to check in on D-Star, but I will be there next week.
Oh yeah, no, again, it's one of those things. If everybody was able to check in simultaneously, that we'd be 3 hours a night,
Well, I got home at 7:15, and D-Star was at 7:30, and D-Star was 7:15, so I barely missed it.
Yeah, no, I get it. No big thing. Like I said, we don't shame anybody publicly. We do it privately.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Eddie's still listening, I hadn't heard Rabbit Finch's name listed, mentioned in the decades. He was a local character around here that was a car thief and an escape artist.
Hey, that's what legends are made out of, Jack.
Yeah, they couldn't hold him in jail. He would be gone the next day.
It sounds like he wasn't a violent guy.
He wasn't, but he was constantly, about 2 or 3 times a year, you'd hear his name in the news.
I find that kind of humorous, though, don't you?
Yeah, it was kind of like, kind of like a Mayberry and Otis checking into jail, but Rabbit Beach was a well-known character. I'm sure he's been gone for years.
Oh, that's awesome. Yep, we had a couple of those in our neighborhood as well, where I grew up. Just funny when you mention it that way, though. Somebody becomes notorious even though they're not particularly well liked, I'll say.
Yeah, he really was. But anyway, thanks for doing that, Paul. Appreciate it, and hope everybody stays well and warm. 73.
Very good. That's Jack, still in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere?
KD4 CVE, Greg and Eddie. 89 I am.
Hold on one second there, Steve. I was just writing down your call. Hold on one second. Greg beat you to it. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. How goes it?
Doing good. Just keeping warm. Nothing much really further. See you on the next one.
All right, very good. That's Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Steve, how are you doing up in Scottsville?
We hanging in there, Paul. Your voice sounds off a little bit. You all right?
Yeah, I guess. I have sometimes what do you call it? A kind of a semi-problematic lung problem, but yeah, sometimes it sounds a little raspy.
Okay, yeah, you didn't sound like your usual self. Yeah, I'm playing around with this Yaesu 3200. How's it sound?
Oh, it sounds good. You're coming in nice and clear. Signal's not big. It's not a great night but it's full copy, and your audio sounds very good aside from the hash, but that's kind of normal.
I was kind of wondering because I got up on 65 watts and my gain's 3 out of 10.
No, it really, I would say it couldn't be any better than what it is right now.
Okay, that sounds good. I want to see what it sounds like on the bass antenna. I usually have it in the mobile, but I'm never home. Finally got home. Yeah, busy month. So yeah, that's about all I got. Just trying to get some rest. You know how that goes with this global warming.
Yeah, and I was just hearing again today, I was reminded, the one guy says that we have an 80,000 person shortage in the trucking industry.
I don't know about that because there's trucks parked all over the place. All the truck stops are full up. They're parked on the ramps. They're parked everywhere at night. I don't see a shortage.
Oh, I hear you. It seems like it doesn't make sense because if it was as bad as they make it sound, that nothing would get delivered.
Right. So I'm sure you're familiar with what's going on at the northern border. You got thousands and thousands of truck drivers that had enough of this Nazi police state that they're living with, like we're too.
Well, it was really a bad situation for them because if you drive across the border, you can't come back across the border without I think it was a week or 10-day quarantine. And I thought, they're not going to get anything delivered if they keep that crap up.
Yeah, 14 days. Yeah, I talked to some people that go there. They won't go there anymore. It's insanity. Fake tests, fake virus, keep going. It's all meant to destroy everything that works and create the shortages and beg the government for help. That's what they want.
But my favorite part of that story was that they were requiring over-the-road truck drivers to wear masks while they were driving.
I only had one problem in January where I went to deliver somewhere and they told me I have diaper on. I said, well, when you're a medical doctor, you can talk to me. Otherwise, I don't think so. And they just kind of looked at me and like they were in shock.
No, it's actually, if it wasn't so serious, it'd be hilarious.
Well, it causes massive health problems. Plus, the people are dropping dead all over the place from the injections. But that's another topic. I don't want to tie the radio up for that on the net. But all right, Paul. Yeah, almost time for some real food instead of that over the road food. I get tired of stuff like Arby's, right? So yeah, I'll catch you later on, Paul. I'll be on probably Thursday or something. So AC9IM.
Very good. That's Steve, Alpha Charlie 9, India Mike, up in Scottsville, Kentucky. Anybody else, any place, anywhere? Nobody, any place, anywhere. I'm going to move over to 2 meters on the upper sideband. That's 144.240, 144.240 upper sideband. And following that, which is usually a relatively short net for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, will be on 50.135 upper sideband, 50.135. So any more check-ins before we move over to 2 meters upper sideband?
Question.
Yeah, go ahead. Question.
Paul. Hey, sorry, Paul. This is Hayes again. I just wanted a question real quick. When you all do 10 meters, are more people?
Hold on, Richard.
Do the feature of the 6 meter frequency again.
50.135, 50.135.
Copy. Thank you, sir. We're going to try and hit you from up here.
All right. Hayes, what your question was? I would say most people on 6 meters, I don't know if I know the answer to that. I know I'm horizontal, but I can hear almost everybody who is vertical. The 6 meters, I guess it depends on who you're trying to, when somebody decides to buy an antenna on 6 meters, just like on 10 meters, local, you can do either, but most people who are doing, well, I don't really know the answer to that either. I don't know. What are you thinking about buying?
No, the question I was referring to 10 meters. Are more folks using vertical or horizontal polarization?
I'm going to say the majority are using vertical, but there are people who are horizontal on the net.
All right, that's kind of what I thought of it. That's what I remembered it back in the day. All right, thank you very much. That's it. N8NHC.
That's because a lot of people like me are using the old style 10 meter, 11 meter verticals. Well, very good. Anybody else? Any questions, or before we move on to 2 meter upper sideband?
FM you want a vertical, like I run. Sideband, I can't comment.
I got you. Very good. Yeah, most of it's vertical. You're right. Who else? Anybody else on 144.240? I mean, anybody else, excuse me, on the 2 meter portion before we move. All right, we're moving over to 144.240. I'll be there momentarily. This is K4PW with a one with the this portion of the net, which is on 144.240 upper sideband. Looking for check-ins from the south. Please come now.
Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor.
Very nice signal tonight there, Greg. That's Kilo Bravo 5. No, that's Larry. I'm sorry. I've got my brain ahead of myself here. Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor. And that's Larry over there in Walter Hill. Good signal there, Larry. Who else is south? Please come in.
KN4 MPV.
Oh, man, you're going to catch me twice in one night. That's great, Terry.
Okay, good job there. You sounding good over here.
Very good. So do you. That's Kilo November 4, Mike, Papa, Victor, Terry, and Murfreesboro. Who else is south? South or east? Southeast or north?
Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra, Paul North Mt Juliet.
Very good. I think there was a double in there, but I got Paul here in Mt Juliet. That's Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra. Who's the other party?
Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu. I have my bleeding over feedback through my computer speaker set.
Very good. No, that's not very good, but you sound real good now there, Earl.
Okay, right back at you there, Paul. Be good and daggone open up 2 meter sideband.
Yeah, very good. That's Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu, Earl, over on the other side of the Cedars of Lebanon in Noreen. Who else is anywhere west? Excuse me, north, excuse me, south, east, or north? On to the west.
KM4YRF, Mike.
All righty, we got Michael in there. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else? Good to have a good signal, by the way. Who else is any place, anywhere, or specifically west?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
All right, still Jack and Donaldson. All right, Jack, you sound good. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Anybody else, any place, anywhere?
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor, Echo Greg Antioch.
All right, very good. That's Greg and Antioch. Sounds good. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Anybody else? I heard a double in there.
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Earl.
I was just wondering if Jack could is receiving my transmission over there, Donaldson. Still Jack.
Yeah, Earl, I got a good copy on you. I got you at a S8.
Hey, okay, cool deal. Yeah, it's been a spell since we communicated. I was just verifying my propagation map, if you will. I'll let it go at that and let Paul have it back. KE4 DEZ. Thank you, Paul. Eight over here in Murfreesboro too, Paul. KN4 MPV.
You're good in Murfreesboro, too. Did you catch that, Earl?
Yeah, cool beans. That's good to know. It's working.
Oh, yeah, no, it is good to know. That's kind of what, and that's good for that, isn't it? Anyway, anybody else, any place, anywhere? North, south, east, or west, vertical, horizontal, angled, NVIS antennas, we don't care. All righty, we'll kill that portion of the net. Well, kill's not a nice word, but we're going to end that portion of the net. And moving over to 6 meters, Michael, a few quick announcements on 2 meter FM.
Got it, Paul. KM4 YRF.
Very good. We're going to move over to 50.135. We'll catch you there in a minute. Unless somebody jumps in. Nothing heard. Moving over to 50.135. Very good. This Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mt Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Hold on one second. Kilo 4, but it looks like my SWR is all out of whack, but I don't know what I'm doing here. No, I don't think so. I think that's just signals. I don't know. Hold on one second. Kilo 4. Now it sounds like I got a bad connection here because it looks like the SWR is very high, but it doesn't seem to be dropping out. So I don't know what the issue is. So, who's copying? Gets anybody can copy? Michael, how you copy me tonight?
Oh, you're F7 to me, no problem.
I wonder why my meter looks so funny when I'm showing that it's on SWR, but if it had a 7 SWR, I don't think it would be working.
It wouldn't.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I'm going to leave it at that and see what goes. Radio blows up, it blows up, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to check you. Go ahead and check you in. That's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else? South we need, actually. Anybody south, please come down. South or east, please come down. South, east, or north.
Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra.
All righty, got you in there, Paul. That's Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra in here in Mt Juliet. Who else is south, east, or north?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
All right, got you in there, Greg. Sounds really good. My signal good to you guys?
Your signal is good. It's okay, but I've got too much noise to be saying much, so check with somebody else there. 84 TV.
Yeah, it's just weird that I'm looking at. If you see it on YouTube, you can see I got looks like I got a SWR of 7, and I don't think it's 7. You wouldn't be able to hear me at all. That radio should be full, or either that or my radio should be smoking. Anyway, that's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg in Antioch. Who else is north, south, east, or west?
Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor Jack and Donaldson.
Is it North Donaldson or South, or is it Central Donaldson?
South Donaldson.
All right, very good. Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor in South Donaldson. Still there though. Who else is? It's Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor. I think I already said that. Who else is any place anywhere?
Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor.
Hey Larry, sound good. I think I've asked you before, but which antenna are you using on 6 meters?
Say that again?
I said, which antenna do you use on 6 meters?
Using vertical Ringo Ranger.
Okay, that Ringo Ranger, is it a multi-band?
It's just real tough to pull you out. Say it again?
I say, was that a multi-band or it's a single band 6 meter antenna?
Yeah, it's just a single band 6 meter 2 DP8. That's it.
Okay, yeah, well, I guess the reason that we're not copying each other as well as we should, because I am horizontal and obviously you're vertical, so no big deal. That's why I was curious. Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor. That's Larry in Walter Hill. Who else is any place anywhere? Any place anywhere, please come now. All righty, we'll finish that up. We had a multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here on 6 meters upper sideband, and we had 8 on 2 meters upper sideband, and we had 29 on 2 meters. So I will catch everyone later. Appreciate the check-ins, and we'll have a good night. K4 PEW.
I thought Richard and them were going to try to check in for weapons.
Obviously, they don't know what they're doing. Richard, are you out there? 50.135. No, guess not. I'll have to do a late check-in with those, or an early one, or a virtual check-in. How's that? They threaten to. It's a threatening check-in.
I hear you, Paul.
All right. Well, I'm closing that. K4 PEW.
Hey, Paul, if you have a minute, can you give me a radio check on UHF 415?
Yeah, 446, 415.
Roger, roger.
All right, I'll be there momentarily.